Police officers frequently employ deceptive tactics to obtain the upper hand during tense traffic stops. You can safeguard your rights and prevent blunders that could worsen the situation by being aware of these typical tactics. Let's break down 5 key strategies cops use during traffic stops and how you can respond smartly. Number 5, the small talk and bad attitude trap. Police frequently engage drivers in seemingly innocent small conversation during traffic stops, such as asking how your day is going or where you're coming from. This may seem casual or amicable, yet it has multiple strategic benefits for the officer. First, by asking these questions, the officer may examine your mannerisms, speech patterns, and ability to respond intelligibly. Based on these observations, they can determine whether you are frightened, disabled, or concealing something. Primarily, the officer is searching for discrepancies or indications of dishonesty that might support additional inquiry or an arrest. Second, casual conversation can be a subtle approach to get you to unintentionally confess to something. Drivers may say something casual that could be construed as proof of misconduct. Third, cops may act rudely or confrontationally in an attempt to elicit annoyance or rage in the hopes that you would react emotionally. This might be used against you as proof that you were resisting or obstructing the officer. Last but not least, tactics like small talk and a negative attitude are frequently employed to extend the stop without a valid reason, such waiting for a backup or drug dog. Although it is a standard practice, this delay is a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights. To combat this, respond in a succinct, courteous, and neutral manner. Refrain from offering further details, and politely inquire if you are free to depart in order to prevent needless interaction and delay. Number 4, remaining silent isn't enough. Although many people think that remaining silent during a police interaction will shield them from being forced to testify against themselves, this is not the case legally. Police officers may continue to question you, exert pressure on you, or even use your quiet as proof of guilt or permission because they are taught to read silence in a variety of ways. You must expressly and unambiguously indicate that you are using your right to silence in order to properly defend your Fifth Amendment rights. There is no room for doubt when you state, for instance, "I am exercising my right to remain silent," or "I do not respond to inquiries without a lawyer present." Officers are not allowed to continue questioning you or use your silence against you in court because of this clear invocation. Officers can take your quiet as cooperation or consent if you don't make this explicit, which could compromise your legal safeguards. It's crucial to keep in mind that exercising your right to silence is a fundamental protection and does not imply rudeness or lack of cooperation. Number 3, officer safety and your movements. Officers are extremely watchful of your body motions during a traffic stop because it is vital to their safety. Even seemingly innocuous movements, such reaching into your glove box, behind your seat, or into a bag or purse, can be seen as concealing contraband or reaching for a weapon. Such actions have the potential to worsen the situation and result in a search, arrest, or even physical violence. Additionally, officers search for anxiety indicators that could support additional suspicion or investigation, such as trembling hands, averting eye contact, or abrupt jerky movements. Keep your hands visible at all times, ideally resting on the dashboard or steering wheel, and refrain from making abrupt or needless motions to reduce the chance of an escalation. Tell the officer in advance if you need to get your license or registration returned by saying something like, "My license is in my wallet in my back pocket. I'm going to grab it right now." The officer is reassured that you are not reaching for something dangerous and misconceptions are lessened thanks to your straightforward communication. You and the officer can maintain a peaceful and secure encounter by being aware of your moves. Number 2, the car search consent. Jedi mind trick. Asking for permission to search your car is one of the most tactful and successful strategies police officers employ when conducting traffic stops. Rather than just asking, "May I search your car?" they frequently word it in a way that is intended to mislead, coerce, or deceive you into giving your permission. They might say, "You don't mind if I take a quick look, do you," for instance? Or, "Am I permitted to search your car?" By making resistance seem irrational or putting pressure on you to accept, this wording aims to extract an implied yes. Officers perceive equivocal responses or nods from many drivers who are intimidated or taken off guard as permission. However, under the Fourth Amendment, you have the right to refuse a search unless the officer has probable cause or a warrant. To protect yourself, it is essential to clearly and verbally state, "I do not consent to a search." This explicit refusal removes any ambiguity and makes it more difficult for officers to claim they had your permission later. You do not need to explain or justify your refusal. A simple, firm no is enough to protect your rights. Number 1. Drug dog delays and prolonged stops. After the officer has completed the original purpose of the stop, such as issuing a ticket or warning, they sometimes use tactics to prolong the encounter without legal justification. A common method is waiting for a drug-sniffing dog to arrive, which can extend the stop indefinitely. This tactic is problematic because the Fourth Amendment requires that traffic stops be reasonable in duration and scope. Once the officer has completed the reason for the stop, any further detention must be supported by new reasonable suspicion or probable cause. Unfortunately, many drivers are unaware of this and comply with extended questioning or waiting, which can lead to searches or arrests based on evidence obtained during the delay. To protect your rights, you should politely but firmly ask, "Am I free to leave?" If the officer says yes, you should calmly leave immediately. If they say no, they must have a valid legal reason to continue detaining you. Repeatedly asking this question forces the officer to justify any prolonged detention and can help prevent unlawful extensions of the stop. Being aware of this tactic empowers you to avoid unnecessary delays and potential escalation. These tactics are designed to catch drivers off guard and obtain evidence or confessions without formal, probable cause. Being aware of these tricks and knowing how to respond calmly and clearly can help protect your rights during a traffic stop. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.